Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And I am excited to announce that I have finally matured in Call of Duty. I am finally, or should I say, I'm finally starting to mature. And I thought it was more than interesting enough to make a video about it. And some of you might be curious right off the bat, like, Jack, what the fuck are you talking about? Matured in Call of Duty? What's that mean? Does it mean anything? Who gives a shit? You know, there's a little bit more to it than that, which is why I'm making the video. If I didn't think the subject was interesting enough, trust me when I tell you, I would not be making a video about it. So anyway, this okay, so during the session that I just got done playing, actually I'm in the middle of it. Actually, I just stopped to basically make this video before it's too late into the night. And so I'm playing free for all, doing my thing as usual, you know, falling in love with the core diet, getting better at it day by day, just kind of getting on and just playing and just enjoying the fact that, well, I'm just running around with the core diet and just getting kills and not really giving a shit. And that last part of that sentence is exactly what I mean. I do not give a shit. And the thing is that it wasn't apparent right away. It didn't hit me like a freight truck right away. It hit me when there was this really sweaty person in one of the lobbies that I played. And they were using their MLG setup, and then they were jump shotting all over the place. They were spamming ADS. I mean, geez Louise. Like, what's the spamming of the ADS thing? I mean, I'm sure it's like some sort of game exploit or something like that. One of my followers over on Twitter basically linked me to a video if I wanted to watch, in terms of like what it's like, a video of what the pros know that we don't, or one like that, like their game exploits or something like that. And normally 9 times out of 10, you know how I would respond? I would respond by changing my class into my tryhard class and basically do my absolute best to attempt to be sweatier than that person, or show that I'm the sweatier person in the lobby, and to end up getting the victory and my payback. And I would have definitely watched that video as well. But did I do either one of those things? Nope, I didn't do that. I just kind of said whatever the fuck ever, and basically just went on, stayed with my core diet class, because that's what I actually enjoyed playing. I didn't want to use a can. I didn't want to use what's that other gun called? Not the Spitfire, but the other one that the pros use, the SMG. I can't think of it. I'm kind of stuck in my brain at the moment. But you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So, or the Maddox or something like that, which I don't really like the Maddox anymore, because ever since they nerfed its strafe speed, I just basically don't use that gun anymore, because it just feels fucking weird. So anyway, the thing is, I didn't care. And I also started saying to myself, well, there's a chance that this guy may be using an exploit. Maybe he just had a good game. Maybe this, maybe that. And, you know, the game after that, I didn't back out of the lobby yet, but after that game, I stuck with it for 1 or 2 more games. And lo and behold, the guy didn't even make top 3 in the next game. And so that just tells me that, hey, that guy just ended up having he just had a good game. I mean, it happens to all of us. I mean, somebody once asked Marka J, how come you never get pissed off with Call of Duty? And his answer was, Call of Duty is not a fair game. And he's absolutely right. I mean, look, we right now we live in an era of Call of Duty, especially when it comes to Black Ops 4, to where if you have a crossbow, which is a DLC weapon, you already have a great advantage over everybody else in the lobby. It is very unlikely while using that crossbow that you are going to lose a gunfight, regardless of whatever other class setup that somebody may be using. You're at a disadvantage if somebody is using the crossbow. It's simple as that. So, I mean, the game is not really meant to be taken seriously, as far as pubs are concerned, especially. The only people that should be taking Call of Duty seriously are people that are either content creators or streamers that are actually doing this for a living, or professional Call of Duty players. It is as simple as that. So the fact that I just didn't respond in that sense just basically said to me that, hey, I'm finally starting to mature, because I shouldn't give a shit. I mean, I've got nothing to prove. And does all this shit matter? Even if I was an even better player than I am today, and I've gotten better over the years, despite the fact that I'm way past my prime. I'll be 35 in exactly 1 month from today. Okay, so the fact that I'm way past my prime, and even when using a setup that's less powerful, like this guy right here, like the Cordite, which is less powerful than, the other submachine gun that the pros are using that I can't think of at this moment. It's just, and the fact that I could still, come in second place, or piss the player off enough to where they're shooting my body afterwards after they win a game. And God knows this player is probably some young kid who's trying to basically get better at Call of Duty because they got nothing else to do, man, I got real life stuff here. It's not like a woman came up to me and said, "Oh, Jack, your gameplay is so good, man. I can't wait to suck your dick because your gameplay turns me on." That shit doesn't exist. That shit doesn't happen. If that does happen, that happens to pro players, or maybe, just maybe some of the more popular pub stompers out there or whatnot. Okay, I mean, it's not common for shit like that to happen in real life. Okay, maybe in the fantasy world, in our fantasy world, maybe it is. Okay, I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise if Ninja, for instance, right? I know he's married, but let's say he wasn't, right? It wouldn't be uncommon for somebody like Ninja to score pussy simply because he's good at playing Fortnite and he's that popular on Twitter and on Twitch and now on Mixer, not Twitch anymore, but Mixer and all that kind of stuff. And he racks in like $1 million a month or whatever the hell he racks in. You know what I mean? It's not uncommon for something like that to happen to a person like that. But is it common to be someone like Ninja? No. I mean, we gotta look at reality here. I mean, people are not scoring pussy because of gameplay. I mean, very few people are, okay? So it's like, and you know, the only time you should ever take it seriously is if you're making money at it or if you're doing it for a living. It is simple as that. So if you're a pub stomper out there that's basically struggling because you remain true to yourself and the numbers on your Twitch matter and stuff like that, yeah, you should be taking it seriously. You have every right to. If you're a gameplay channel or whatnot or something like that, or if you're in charge of a clan, or if you're a clan leader or whatnot, and basically all the numbers and viewers and consistency are what basically allow you to basically make your way in this world and to feed your mouth and feed your family or keep a roof over your head and all that kind of stuff, abso-fucking-lutely you should take this seriously. But most of us are not those people, even myself. It doesn't matter whether I'm good at COD or not. And in terms of being quote-unquote good, I mean, it was only about, here's a little story for you guys. It was only about 4 or 5 years ago where I wanted to be a part of the PwnStars.com elite clan, okay? And the qualifications back then were to get, in a 1 hour period, and that includes lobby time, the time between games, right? To get 400 kills or more in 60 minutes, and that includes lobby time between games, a total of 400 kills in 60 minutes or less, playing team deathmatch or free for all. And back then, I was to put it nicely, I was short. Right now, I've actually tested myself about a year and a half ago just to see if I've gotten any better. And guess what? I did it, and I went even beyond that. So I think it was around close to the 450 mark. And the top people in the clan were getting 500 to 600 at the most during that time, I believe, if that was the right number. I think it was more like 500. So absolute beasts. So, and right now I'm also dropping 70 kill TDMs, which something back then there was no way I could be able to do that. So I mean, the thing is, in terms of gameplay, sure, every single time I went for something, I was always able to get it. I wasn't able to get it right away. It took a lot of time. I mean, back then I was also playing 6 hours a day at least, so it takes time, it takes dedication, stuff like that. So, I mean, am I doing that now? No. Does that matter to me anymore now to the same level that it did back then? Fuck no. What matters to me more than ever, I mean, real life always mattered and was always the first and foremost thing, but what matters and what should always truly matter is keeping the bread and the bread on the table, the roof over the head, the bills paid, money saved up and continuing to save up in case shit happens. Get out of debt, make the bills per month less, and have a better future for yourself, so that way life is easier for you when you get older, as opposed to continuing to suffer when you get older, which is even harder on your body than it is when you're younger. So that's the shit that's important, man. So being a pub stomper or even, you know, occasionally getting my ass handed to me in Call of Duty just really doesn't bug me anymore like it used to. And today it was more apparent than ever, and it really just got through to me, and I just wanted to make this video and share it with you. And I thought the commentary, you know, would really hit home with some of you guys, or some of you guys can relate, or for some of you guys that are younger out there that really care about gameplays and stuff like that, and are pub stomping lobbies here and there. I will tell you that there will come a time, more than ever, that where you'll reach this stage too, and you won't even give a shit anymore. There's always going to be that part of you, because you have an ego and because you know where you came from and the time you invested in a game. There's always going to be that little part of you that will make you want to change that class and wreck the lobby like you always do. But even if you did, would that really mean anything? Not really. It just feeds your ego, man. And what good does that do? But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys think and what your opinions are. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.